to the Star and the Lantern Tarot. Hello, everybody. I'll let you guys all trickle in. It is Friday. You're not used to seeing me on a Friday, but I figured I'd spend some hours with you before the weekend since I missed 2 days. So I'm going to let you guys all roll in. And yes, my glasses broke. I did pack a spare set of glasses, but when we were coming in to Oklahoma, the driver decided to take a corner really fast and dump my stuff in the car. So some of my stuff didn't get grabbed, which would be an extra pair of glasses, and they left. And yeah, and I just knew that these were gonna get broke. I was just like, before I packed everything, I was like, you better pack an extra pair of glasses because yours are gonna get broke. And they did. They got broke, and so sorry about the white tape. It's just, it is what it is. So it is what it is. So hello. All right, Asatu, guys, start asking other questions other than the same stuff, please. Can we not really stop worrying about what's coming towards you. Stop worrying about your weekend. Stop worrying. I want some deep questions, guys. All right. I am doing well, Christy. Hello. Ask me some deep questions. All right. I'm kind of getting bored with what's coming towards me. Your day does not change that much from me reading you yesterday. All right. If you don't have big, amazing things going on around you, I would say that your days aren't changing that much. All right. So, you got anything else to ask besides what's coming towards me? What's my week look like? I mean, anything about life, anything about questions, all right? So, okay, and Christy Ashby, you need to hit that thumbs up button, and then that thumbs up has to be your number for your questions. I'm at 5 now. So if you triple tap your screen, double tap your screen, if you're on the computer, hit the thumbs up. When it rolls to 6, that's your number. You need a like number, all right, with your questions. Another thing is you can't ask the same question multiple times, but you can ask multiple questions, all right? All right. Hello, JR. Will local anesthesia work, or will I need to be put under? I'm getting local anesthesia. Yes, local anesthesia. Hello, Kat. Will I be better for my stomach? Will I be better for my stomach getting better? Yes, I'm hearing yes. Leela, my daughter did not come back home tonight. Is she in Vicky's house? Is she in a safe place? Well, I mean, yeah, she's in a safe place, but that doesn't mean that she's not around little rowdy people. Okay? I mean, kids will be kids, right? I don't see like cops or going to jail or stuff like that, but kids will be kids. All right? Asatu, will I get the money for work done tomorrow from Barry? Will I get the money from... I'm getting yes on that. I'm well. How are you, Kat? Marita, when is my partner going to receive his visa? Not for a while. I think they're cracking down on that, and I don't really know where you're at, Marita. If you're in Mexico trying to come over... but I think that kind of stuff is going to be on hold for a little bit. So it's going to be a little while for you. All right. Kat, how's my day going? Good. I played with the kids and we did Dress to Impress. So this is where you give them a theme and they have to dress to the theme, and then I get to judge them who did it the best. So we probably did that for the last 3 hours. Dress to Impress. I love playing with the kids, though. Absolutely love it. Wish I could dress to impress you, but I don't have no clothes here. All right, Kirsty. Kirsty, you need to have your like number, honey. Is a house coming for us? Yes, September. You need to have your like number with your questions, babe. Look at everybody. Look at what everybody else is doing. That L number, that's their thumbs up number. Hello, Hattie. Hello, S. Leela. Hattie, what do you think about going on with Epstein? Oh, what do you think? What's going on with the Epstein situation? Okay, let me tell you about the Epstein Islands. Okay, there were 3 islands. There was the main island, and then there was Little St. James Island, and then there was a 3rd island, which I used to know the name of it, but I don't know it now. If they landed on the first island and that's all they did was this first island, that was all business. If they were doing the pedo stuff, that was Little St. James and then that other island. Okay? So, whatever the list is, I mean, it doesn't matter. Everybody went. It's just a matter of if they went for business, which would be the first island, and then they took back off, or if they went to the 2nd island, which is Pedo Island, Little St. James, and then the 3rd island, I think, is where they sacrificed them. So it's just a matter of what island they went to. Now, I know a majority of actors, actresses, and whatever, singers, rappers, blah, 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 went to Little St. James Island, okay? There was a list that came out in 2020 when all of this was breaking wide open about the pedophilia and the adrenochrome, okay? There was a list about who actually went to Little St. James. Now, I'm going to tell you that Trump did go to Business Island, but he did not go to Little St. James. So stop insinuating that Trump is a pedo. Trump is not a pedo. I'm also going to tell you, though, that this Trump that we have in this time is not our Trump. I don't know if they got somebody dressed up like him. He is not Trump. But I know back in 2023, I do believe, they kidnapped one of his family members. So I don't know if he made a deal for the kidnappers where somebody like him would run because everybody wanted Trump back in. This is not our 2016 Trump. Our 2016 to 2020, this Trump is not that Trump. I'm going to tell you that 100%. I don't know if that's a clone. I don't know if that's a dress up. I don't know if they've got him somewhere else and they're hiding him. But I know that one of his family members did get kidnapped. And I would imagine there was maybe some negotiations going on about him running. But they're going to give the American people what they want, kinda. Okay? But this Trump running is not our 2016 Trump. I don't know who he is. He may be another actor. I don't know. Not our Trump. I don't know where our Trump is. When I read into it, I kind of get that Trump is not even on, like, in the United States. Trump is somewhere else. So, and his hands are tied. Amaya, did he unblock Rhea? I'm getting yes on that. Marita, when I got a new job, and will it be my profession or different? Will I get a new job? Yes. It's not going to be your profession is what I'm getting, but it's going to be how you actually can step into your profession. Like, it'll open the door. It's like if you are trying to be a dentist, you have to be a dentist assistant first. Like, that will be the job that they offer you just to see how you fit in or do, or your ethics or whatever, before you actually move into dentistry. Something like that is what I'm getting. Marita. Cheerfulness, hello. Is Forex jobs better for me than my situation, or engineering freelance? Engineering freelance all the way is what I'm hearing from Universe. Engineering freelance. You're going to be way happier. And not only are you going to be happier, but you can actually set the money that you're making and your hours. So that's the way to go. JR. Someone has rang my bell in the early morning. Is this the same person leaving the food? I'm hearing no on that. Hyper slob. You have to have a like number, hyper slob. Amaya, a finance reading. All right, if you're worried about your finances, I'm seeing it's gonna get better. We are in Leo season. Probably another week on your finances. Okay. Thank you, India. Hello, Billa. What is the energy at my current living situation? Channel message from spirit. Okay. Current energy. If you're still living with that old lady, remember what I said. If you can move out, it's time to move. All right. Because I don't think that you're very happy there. Okay. So if you can find another place to go, you really need to kind of live on your own, though, Billa, because you are a mommy. It's time for you to maybe rent a room, but not have somebody in your business when you rent a room. Okay? Channel message from Spirit. Spirit just says for you to stay focused. Sometimes you get where you're not concentrating on the things that you should be concentrating on. And Spirit understands that, yes, you got a baby, and it's not about the baby and you focusing on the baby. It's about you telling yourself things like, I probably can't do that because I have a baby. Or I can't do that because I can't afford it with me and my baby. But you definitely can. Even if that means moving out of the area that you're in and traveling long distance, yes. As I say that, I'm literally seeing a gypsy wagon going down the road. Okay, so. Marita, will I be moving house in the next 3 months? I'm hearing yes. JR, did Benji really get shot? Yes. I'm hearing yes on that. Kirsty Ashby, is our house coming September? Yes. Maya, is he still in communication with Rhea? No, not, no. I'm going to just say no on that. Even if it was a hi, how are you, it's pretty short and sweet. So, nothing going on there. Jacob, like number one. Jacob, you can't be like number one. Alright? You can't be like number one, and you're a troll, so get off my channel. Alright, Hattie, what's your take on Social Security Administration? Well, the thing about Social Security is they're wanting to really cut into that. I know by 2026 they're wanting to cut into your Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. It's going to be harder to get insurance or have insurance pay for things. But on the other side, your child tax credit's coming back. You can claim all of your kids instead of like 3 or 2 or whatever. So there's some good stuff coming in the bill, but there's some horrible stuff coming in the bill, and I don't even think that they are equal. So, Marita, will my son go to a secure place in the grammar school? Yes, I'm hearing yes. No problems with that. Hello, B. Does Momod have feelings for me? You are friend zoned at the moment, B. Friend zoned. JR, does Ghislaine Maxwell have a child? If so, is the child bleh? No, I don't think Ghislaine Maxwell has a child. They don't need children. They had enough children to do whatever they wanted with, because they were kidnapping children left and right. They kidnapped them from other countries. They sacrificed them. Look up spirit cooking. So, even if she did have a child, I would imagine that child didn't make it very far. They probably killed it. So, but I don't think she had a child. Chloe, what is our thinking of you? Nothing at the moment. I see R is focused on finances right now. I think looks like he's wanting to buy a new car. Hello, Cosmo. Could be just he's deciding to be on the wrong side. No. Nobody decides to be on the wrong side unless there's coercion. Like, you don't spend 4 years of your presidency trying so hard and fighting what you had to fight to get the America in the right space just to go, I'm not feeling it today. I don't want to do it no more. Nobody does that. Nobody fights that hard for American people. Nobody fights that hard for American people. That would be like you fighting for your husband from a woman, and then when you get him back, you go, I don't want you. You wouldn't do it. If you're going to fight hard for something, it's probably because you really want it to happen. You really want to see shit happen. You really care, right? And if he just doesn't, and it's not going to just turn like that. So, I don't think it's him. I really don't think it's Trump. And if he's turning, it's because that he's pressured to. Like, under the gun pressure, like, you know, like, we're going to kill your family pressure. I don't think it's him, though. Like, I know he talks, you know, and I know he does still the hands things, and China. I know he does that stuff, but imitators can still talk like him. I don't really think it's him, though. Okay. Amaya, did he buy her something on Grab? He bought her something, but it wasn't on Grab. Look on another platform, like, I don't know, Shopify or Etsy or something like that. Chloe, do they want to fire me at my current job? I'm hearing no. Hello, Kieran. Cat77, will I get a new car? You're going to be able to afford a new car, but I think it's going to be next year after taxes. In February. Sorry, in February. JR, will I lose weight next week? You're going to start to lose weight next week, but it's not big amounts. Kieran, is Robert a narcissist con artist? Well, they have to, look, when people are narcissists, they have to be clinically labeled by a doctor a narcissist or a psychiatrist. But they can have narcissistic tendencies. All right. So is Robert a con artist with narcissistic tendencies? I'm hearing yes on that. Yep. JR, what is the intentions of the person ringing the bell? I think you have a neighbor who is looking at people dropping off the food, and they want to tell you that they've seen people dropping off food. Hello, Cosmo. Can someone explain the number thing? Yes. So you have to give the channel a like. If you're on the phone, you double tap your screen or triple tap your screen. You should have a thumb that floats up that tells you you like the channel, okay? When you do, see that number 25 with the thumbs up? All right, do you see number 25 with the thumbs up? That will turn to 26 when you do that. That's your number for the whole time that we sit here. You need 26, will I get a cat? 26, will it be black? 26, will I find it on the road? 26, will I name it Sam? 26, will it be a male? That's what you need to do with your like number, okay? If you've already got it, then that's what you do with your like number, okay? You need it with your questions. You can ask multiple questions, but you cannot ask the same question multiple times. That's called spamming. It's not allowed. You will get kicked from the channel. Okay? That's how it goes, Cosmo. JR, is Stephanie proud of the work she's done with me? Yes. Pookie, will I get to visit the UK anytime soon? Anytime soon would be next year. Chloe, a channeled message. All right, Chloe, a channeled message. So, what is this? So I'm seeing it's an airplane, but it's the triangular airplane that we have that's like all blacked out. I forget what it's called. It's pretty fast airplane though, and it can go stealth or something like that, disappear or something like that. So what that would mean, Chloe, for me is that somebody may be doing a disappearing act, ghosting you, disappearing, or there could be messages coming in that you're not expecting. Okay. Cheerfulness. Could you do a favor and answer my last question, please, this time? Will I get my citizenship? You will get your citizenship. I'm hearing October. Cheerfulness. October. All right, JR. Which will be my best year? 2026 or 2027? 2028. Well, it's not going to be 2027. So I'm going to say 2028 on that. All right. Ashwarya Singe. Will I get financial gains in the next 2 weeks? Yes. I'm hearing yes. Cat. General reading for Angel. Is Angel your cat? Your kitty cat? A general reading for your cat? Is your cat in heaven? Cat 77? I'm not really quite sure. I think it's a cat. Is your cat deceased? If your cat's in heaven, then your cat would just be, I love you, I miss you, normal stuff that cats and dogs do when they're on the earth plane with you. I think your cat does visit you. You would know it by when you see a red ball, the red ball or the red ball with a bell in it. I don't know if it was like one of her toys. If you see any red ball, then your kitty cat say hello. JR, will my children be healthy? Yes. You're welcome, Marita. All right. Cosmo Jarella? I don't know. Ooh, what's up with the Trump pardons? Are there any high-profile pardons coming? Do you see them? Yeah. There's some high-profile pardons coming. You know the Menendez brothers are gonna be out of the jail anyway, due to the governor of Cali. There are some people that he will pardon. I'm seeing that they are of colored people. Yes. S. Leela, may I have a reading from Spirit, please? Yes. Spirit wants you to know. So I'm seeing a swan, and a swan is about grace, purity, protection, and a swan is about beauty. Maybe it's time for you to up your clothes, up your makeup, get your hair did. Maybe it's time for you to change something on yourself. You know that movie, something about the ugly swan or Swan Princess? That's what it was. Okay. Cheerfulness, Wendy Forex is trading. It's at home and it doesn't take a long time. Okay. She might have had a child or something. I don't think she has, though. Remember, people like that don't have children. They kidnap children. Even Beyonce didn't have Blue Ivy. That kid was brought in from somewhere else. I think the only one that actually had their kids would be when Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt were together. So, All right. JR, will I have trouble with transportation on Monday, or should I wait it out until the next day? I don't think you're gonna have I don't think you're gonna have trouble, JR. All right. Are you answering questions? I am, Patricia. Coconut. Hello, Coconut. Can I save $11,000 by the end of the year? I'm hearing no on that. I'm hearing no, but universe says that doesn't stop you though. Get going on the saving. I think you're gonna have $11,000 by March of next year. Coconut. Alexis, my birthday is July 27th. Happy birthday. What is gonna happen to me? Nothing. Nothing. You may have a party. It looks like it's gonna be kind of a small party. All right. Somebody may throw you a party, but nothing. Nothing exciting. I mean, besides your birthday party. Nothing outside of that. Okay. Chloe, what does VL want from me? I'm hearing nothing but a good time, which means in it for a good time, not a long time. All right. Larry, is Lita Ford my soulmate? No. All right. Thank you, Imkit. Cosmo, I think I was number 22, then unless someone else has it, it's fine. Hello, Chase. Will I have a good next week? I'm hearing yes. As a matter of fact, I'm hearing that song by, I think it's Black Eyed Peas. Because tonight's gonna be a good night. Because tonight's gonna be a good night. But I'm hearing it for next week, so you're gonna have a good night sometime next week. Maybe going out, Chase. Patricia, when will my soulmate find me? I'm hearing your finances has to get better, and it's going to take until next year. Patricia, I'm hearing April 2026. Cosmo, do you think things will get better for the world soon? Well, that's a tricky situation because we're not doing anything that we're not supposed to be doing to astrology level. Astrology says we are in the spots that we're supposed to be. But on a spiritual level, you don't let the outside world affect your world. Because remember, you are the creator of your world. So if you're going to sit at home and worry about World War III, what Trump is doing, borders, shadow government, the Illuminati, if you're going to worry about the immigration, anything like that outside of your world, then that's what you're going to see, and that's what you're going to be in because you're concentrating on it. I don't care. I don't care what Trump does. I don't care what president we have. I don't care what the world's doing. Okay? I don't care because it doesn't affect me and my situations. And I can tell, and I'm honestly 110% going to tell you that it doesn't affect me. My husband still works. He's a manager of a job. The boss likes him. He will be a manager of that job forever. We will make money. We own our own house. We own our own land. All of my kids, my 3 kids, are all doing fine because I have told them not to worry about anything outside of their world. You need to stop worrying about anything outside of you. Worry about you and where you're going and what you're working on in your world. And if you focus on just your world and you stop paying attention to people, politics, bullshit, and anything that you can't control, let all of that to the wayside. You can't control it. Your votes don't matter. Your voice doesn't matter because you have a shadow government that literally controls everything. Just worry about what you're doing, where you're living, what you're bringing into your house, what you're learning, what you're saying, and who you surround yourself with. That is all you can control. That's it. And half the time you can't even control that. So stop worrying about World War III. Stop worrying about politics. Stop worrying about Trump. Stop worrying about Iran getting bombed and Russia falling and China getting bigger and better. Stop worrying about that. Stop worrying, because if you worry about that, then that shit's going to affect your life, and then you're going to be so worried that you're low vibing yourself into shit. A shitty world, a shitty life, because you're going to be like, I'm scared, and you're not going to be doing anything productive. Can't do that. All right? God did not put you on this earth to be miserable. God put you here to be happy and to be helpful. Whatever makes you happy, do it. And however you can help your fellow man, do it. And that's all you've got. When you die and you return to the heavens, do you honestly think you're going to give a shit about anything down here? Even if your kids are going through it, it's because they're designed to go through it. God's not going to give them anything that they can't handle. All right? And then you got your karma. So if somebody's going through a hard time, it's because they didn't learn a lesson from the last time they were here. Okay? So stop worrying about anything that you can't control. Just let that be. All right? I'm not saying that you have to have your head in the sand and not be aware. You can be spaciously aware without it affecting your world. All right? You can be aware that Trump is being weird. You can be aware that there's bombs going off in the Middle East. You can be aware that immigration is a problem. You can be aware of that, but don't let that affect you and how you live and how you're happy and what you're going to do with your life. Don't let it affect it. Okay? All right. Cat, will it get better for my stomach? Kat, you really need to look into things that will help your stomach. Do you have an ulcer? What's going on with your stomach? Look into foods that help your stomach, or look into like turmeric, things like that help your stomach. All right. Karen Clark, you need to like the channel. You need to hit that thumbs up button. Get that next number. We're at 43. If you like the channel, Karen, if you haven't already, you're going to be 44. Your number 44 needs to be with all of your questions. I'm not answering any questions without a like number. All right? Karen Clark. Same with Libra Love Machine. Y'all need to like the channel. Look at how everybody else is doing it. You need to double tap your screen. If you're on the phone, double tap. Or if you're on the computer, give that thumbs up. Whatever that number switches up to, that's your number. You need that with your questions. Okay? Look at what everybody else is doing. Pookie, a message from Spirit Guides. Pookie, I am seeing a clown face for you. So that is about having fun. Getting out and being childlike. JR, how do I know my grandma and mom are around me? They will give you signs like you hearing their favorite song, their favorite TV comes on, a commercial for their favorite food. Somebody will say something that they used to say, stuff like that. All right. Cosmo, what about crypto pardons? Crypto is just, there's crypto pardons. You mean as far as like somebody ripping somebody else off? No, that's not going to be pardoned. All right. That won't be pardoned because you had people making billions and millions off of people. All right. And they probably couldn't have backed it or something like that. So crypto pardons, probably not. Unless you can prove that you honestly didn't know what you were doing. All right. But don't forget that the government is trying to go to digital currency, just like cryptocurrency. So I don't think crypto's dying out. Chloe, will H contact me in the near future? I'm hearing no on that. JR, can I get a health reading? I'm seeing elbows here. So watch your elbows. Watch about hitting your elbows. And tennis elbow is a thing for you. Even though you don't play tennis, you may be going to suffer tennis elbow. I have tennis elbow. And yes, I did play tennis. But it's more about arthritis. Just like I have clutch knee. Right? I did used to drive a clutch. And it does bother my knee. So, hello, Rick. I am well. How are you? Cosmo, is there going to be a market crash? I'm a bit worried about my job. No market crash, guys. No. No. No market crash. No. Okay? Yes, they are going to try to change your currency into digital currency. That's a thing. You're not going to stop that. We're going to go with the flow. Your money's going to be online. Who cares? Money's money. Like I said, you can't take it with you when you go. All right? But there's going to be no crash. No economy crash. No. All right, Mary. How's Wendy doing? I am fine, Mary. How are you? S. Leela, what blockages do I have? What do I need to change to be a better person? Believing in yourself, S. Leela. Believing in yourself. If you guys would understand how powerful you really are, you wouldn't even be on my channel needing a reading. Seriously. If you guys really understood how powerful you are and the person that you really are, if you could just uncondition yourself to the conditioning that you've had since kindergarten, you would literally know that you're a very powerful person. All right? You need to believe that, S. Leela. All right. Shells, should I sell my house? Do you see a move for me? Should you sell your house? I'm hearing yes. You have better opportunities somewhere else. The thing is, though, is that housing market, people aren't really getting their asking price. Here's the thing about that. I understand that people want to make money. What I don't understand is that you have a house that will literally sell for, I'm just going to ballpark figure because, like I said, it's been years since I've even rented a place. It's been 30 years since I've even rented a place. I have owned my home for this long. I, myself, wouldn't sell my home because I like where I'm at. Okay? I don't like the town that I live in anymore because there's no opportunities for children, but I don't have any children, so that's what it is. I would not recommend my town for somebody that has small children. I think you should always look into towns and cities that can benefit you for your your age and if you have children or not. Okay? Now, with you, like say if I was to sell my property and my home and it literally said that all of my stuff was worth $50,000, I'm just spitballing, I would not try to sell my place for $100,000. I would, if I wanted to get out, I may sell it for $60,000, or I may try to find something that I can buy with $50,000 and still be set. I think a lot of people think that just because they bought a home and they did renovations, and yeah, you can do renovations enough. Like if you bought, just because I'm going to make it simple, all right? If you bought a home for $50,000 and you renovated it and now it's worth $75,000, you still have people trying to get $200,000 out of a home that's only booking or would sell for $75,000, even with the money that you put in it. It's because people think that that's the way to get rich and double their money. But if your place really isn't worth it, stop trying to sell it for more than it's worth. Okay? Yes, I understand that you did stuff, to make it look better, and you may have did some foundation, something because the foundation was cracked, and you may have painted the kitchen you know, from the booger green to a black and white sparkly kitchen. I get that. I do. I get that when we have houses, we put money in it and we do things to it, and but you have people that think that because their home is $75,000 that they need to double that and ask that price. All right. And that's why homes don't sell. And not only that, but then you have these newer homes that are being built, and they are being built cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. But they're still asking like they built it in the 90s when they used to build homes really good. You know, they're slacking on, you know, insulation. Sometimes you have walls that don't even have insulation. They're slacking on insulation. They're not even leveling anything. They're slapping shit together. Something's not finished. And then they try to sell these homes for $500,000, and it's literally this shit that they got in it was $120,000. So what I'm saying, Shell, is you should sell your home, but don't try to be a billionaire from your home, or you'll never sell it. Okay? Be reasonable when you sell your home. Universe says, yes, it's time for you to sell your home, and it's time for you to go to another area where there's more opportunities for you. Okay? But don't live beyond your means, guys. Don't live beyond your means. I never do it. Me and my husband, I've been with my husband for 22 years, and we've always had a rule that is, if I can't pay cash for it, I'm not getting it. I don't care what it is. If I can't pay cash for that car, and I don't buy the $30,000 cars, I mean, I'm happy with a $2,000 car or a $5,000 car. It doesn't have to be the big sunroof and 9 rows in the back, you know, and it floats on the water when I drive it. It doesn't have to be that important. It's just a car. Like I said, when I'm dead and gone, and if I died tomorrow, what good was that car? What good was me buying a $50,000 car when I'm going to be dead in a week? I don't know. When I especially could have put that money towards a lot of other things that would have made me happy. Don't live beyond your means. Don't do it. It's not the time to do it. You can be happy with bare minimum. You can. I've been doing it for a long, long time. All right? And like I said, I haven't paid rent since 1990 was the last time I paid rent. It's because I've always bought bought a house or had to buy land to like put a trailer on or something like that. But I don't have to live in a 3-story house with a pool in the back. All right. If it's a double wide trailer, some of those double wide trailers are a lot better looking than some of these houses. And so, sorry, I'm not going to live beyond my means. And I never took out a mortgage on my home. I bought the land, and then we bought the trailer. And then we always upgraded. Like, when we bought a log cabin, you know, the little log cabins that you can buy that are like 600 square feet. That's how we started out. We bought that, and then we just built onto it when we had the money. Save $500, get some wood in. Save another $500, get some more wood in. Save $1,000, get some more wood in. Save another $1,000, get your roofing materials. Another $1,000, get your insulation. And then build. That's what you guys need to do. Look for land and build. Okay? Get out of the cities. Get out of the housing that's breaking you. You can build beautiful things. The house that I built, all right, it was a barnuminium that I built, all right, and I have my own shower stall and my separate bathroom stall. Has a mudroom, and then everything is open floor plan. Simple, super simple. Not a lot of wall space because walls wasn't going in. I hate walls. Walls wasn't going in. It's all open floor plan. And we literally, right now, it's unfinished, but right now we only have $20,000 in our home. But we live in it and it's spacious. All right. My bedroom is bigger than this bedroom twice. Twice the size. Twice the size of this bedroom. Twice the size. Twice the size of this bedroom. All right. And it's not even included in the main floor plan. Don't live beyond your means and really think about where your money's going. All right. You can literally get Home Depot to deliver your shit to you. If you don't have a truck and you can't go get your building materials, Home Depot, Lowe's, and Menards all deliver. You can get that shit to a piece of land somewhere. Okay. All right, Shell, got you. All right, Coconut. Should I start selling on Facebook Marketplace? Yes. It won't hurt. Coconut. Mary Hopkins, what was my last dream trying to tell me? I don't know, look it up. I don't have my dream dictionary with me. Kieran, timeline when I'll be completely healed of a broken heart. Oh, look, Kieran, just baby yourself. There is no rush into healing a broken heart. As long as you're trying to heal. When you guys go through broken heart, it's literally the same steps as grieving a funeral. Grieving a person that passed. Alright? So you need to take time with your broken heart. As I say, Kieran, it's okay to visit the land of snot and tears as long as you don't live there. Okay? So, take your time with healing, but definitely be working on healing. You can't wake up every day and be like, this sucks. You can't do that every day. Okay? You can do that for probably the first 3 weeks, but eventually you're going to be walking yourself right out of that feeling. But take your time. Every day is a new day. As long as you look for something that makes you happy, do the things that make you happy, and remember, listen to me. Remember that if you are dealing with a broken heart, being busy is better than not. If you have your feelings hurt, if you're dealing with a broken heart, get busy. It's a good time to exercise, honestly. Start exercising, start doing stuff like that. It's amazing what a broken heart will do as far as pushing you to be a better person. But you need to start doing it, okay? Idle hands are the devil's playground. If you are dealing with a broken heart, do things that make your hands busy and your mind will follow your hands, okay? Don't just sit there in fetal position. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Because you're not going to get over that, okay? Get busy. It's okay to be like that for a week or two, but if you're like that and it's like 6 months, no. There's no excuse for that. Get busy. Alright. Yes, happy birthday. Coconut, what is the most I can save by the end of the year starting today? I'm getting $7,000 around there. Hello, Candace. Will my tax issuers be resolved by the end of the year? I'm getting before the end of the year. I'm getting October. Hello, Cheryl. I need a like number from you. Hello, Dwayne. Are you ready for the blackouts? If it's blackouts, Neve, Hana, if there are such a thing as blackouts, it's just because it's solar flared, not because the government hates you. Coconut, can I lose at least 6 pounds before August 30th? You can. You can. Coconut. Thank you, Raymond, for the super chat. What will Fabi want to say when she reaches out next week? Once again, Raymond, it hasn't changed. She'll just want to talk about what happened. JR, when will I see Angel or LV again? Angel, it's going to be a long time. LV, probably next year. Mary, will having this yard sale cause any major problems for me or Isaac? No. Cheryl, thank you for that like. What can I do to improve my relationship with my sisters who's coming to visit around August 16th? Listen and be patient, Cheryl. All right? If you want to improve your relationship with your sister, listen to what she has to say and try if she wants to talk about the past, then do it diplomatically. Like, don't do it from the status of Cheryl. Do it from the status of somebody else, not Cheryl. Somebody else who could probably see both sides. Okay. And be patient. All right. Don't lose your cool. Even when she's losing her cool, you don't lose your cool. Okay. And honestly, if you can't come to some sort of agreement, then agree to disagree and move on. And you can love people from afar. Just because they're family doesn't mean that you need to put up with their toxic. You don't. All right. There's 9 of us. There's 9 of us kids. I'm the baby of the family, and I only talk to one other sister. All right. And that's just the way it is. I don't feel bad. I don't feel guilty. All right. I just talk to one other sister, and it's just the way it is. Some sisters are toxic, and I'm not going to deal with them. And some other sisters are just too busy that we just, when we all moved out of the family home, we just didn't have a relationship. I don't feel bad. They don't feel bad. I don't want them to feel bad. That's just the way it is. Life happens that way. So, S. Leela, will I have a better relationship with my daughter? And when will that happen? Thank you. You're going to have a good relationship with your daughter when she's old enough to realize how she acted towards you now. All right? Sometimes it takes them until they're like 20, 21 before you have a relationship with them. Especially if they are teenagers and they blame you for everything. Okay? My middle daughter was like that. Somewhat. I mean, we have a relationship, but according to my middle daughter, life was a lot rougher than anybody remembers. Because that's the way she saw it. All right? That's the way she just perceived her life to be. But she wasn't, nobody else sees their life like that. My oldest son didn't see life like that, and my youngest daughter didn't see life like she does. But according to my middle daughter, she had a really rough teenage years. Whatever. So. Alright. We have to be worried about blackouts. No, we don't. We don't have to worry about blackouts. Navette, if that's your reality, then you need to be worried about blackouts. All right? If that's your reality. If you want to worry about food shortages, blackouts, World War III, if that's your reality, then you worry about it. But that's not my reality, and I'm not worried about it. And I've never had a blackout. So, I don't know. That's you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're going to create that because you believe in it. Chloe, any advice that I should start studying psychology? Yes, you should start studying psychology. That kind of psychology, healing, medicinal herbs, Reiki, life coaching, anything like that, it's going to be needed more than doctors. Even if you go into herbal medicine, it's going to get you a lot farther. All right. People are going to need that. Okay. That's why I created this channel, is because I knew that when Biden was doing the shit Biden was doing in the White House, people were really going to start losing their minds and need somebody to talk to, but not everybody can afford a psychiatrist. That's why I created the channel that I created, was to help people stay focused, talk to them, let them have different avenues of things, okay? So, yes, you should be a psychologist. JR, what should I be focused on? Yourself, for one, all right, and your happiness. Always focus on what makes you happy, guys, no matter what. What makes you happy? Hello, Safi. Will the call I just had backfire on me? Yes. How does Safi see me? Confusion. I see. I'm not coming back to planet Earth. So help me. Well, the only reason why you guys fall for reincarnation is because of your loved ones. You know what monks do? Let me tell you how monks operate and why they're monks. Is because they love everything, but they are attached to nothing. Which means if everything blew up today and they still had their little realm of monks in Monkville, it wouldn't bother them. They love everything and they're always sending love out into the world. They love everything, but they don't attach to anything. And that's what you need to work on. Seriously, if you want the ascension that you're looking for, that's where you need to be. You need to detach from anything and everything. Nothing matters. But I love myself enough to have fun in this world and to help out in this world and to still enjoy my grandchildren and stuff like that. All right? And yes, if something happened to them, I would be sad, but it wouldn't be world crushing. Okay? It wouldn't be world crushing because you have to detach. Remember that you still are going to have to remember that if you have kids, they're not your kids. I mean, yes, you birthed them, you carried them, you had them, you made them, but they're God's kids. And if something happens to them where they go back to heaven, then you got the time with them that you've got. And that's it. All right? And life goes on. A lot of people just get so attached to something that when they lose it, it's the end of the world for them. Well, that's not what monks practice. Monks practice love everything, but don't get attached to anything. Nothing. Okay? And just love the world, love the people, forgive, keep sending that out, but don't attach to anything. You know how, so say, let's see, yeah, let me grab this, okay? Let me see, hang on. Say my husband gave me this block, right? And this block was made of gold. Say that, okay? Say my husband gave me this block, and oh, my husband gave me this, and I cherish it, and I love it, and it's made of gold. But if I lost it one day, then I wouldn't be like, ah! Because I lost it. It would just be, oh, okay, well, I wasn't meant to have it anymore. Don't attach to anything. Okay? That's what gets you guys in the positions that you are. Enjoy the time that you have with the people that you love, but don't love them enough that if something was to happen to them, I mean, you can love them enough. How do I put that? But don't think that somebody is going to be with you forever, or that something can't happen to where they're maybe minus your life. That's where the big mistake is that you get married and you have family and you have this house and you have this beautiful life, and you just get into the habit of, this is my life, right? And I love it here. But you love it so much that you're attached to it. Well, if a tornado came and just wiped everything out and the only thing that was standing was you, you should be able to, after mourning and getting, yes, you're going to be sad that you've lost everything, but you should be able to pick yourself up and still carry on with your life without being bitter, depressed, anxious. Okay. Am I making any sense to anybody? Clear as mud? I don't know. Lioness, hello. Advice regarding employment. If you're looking for employment, Lioness, then I think it's going to be the first week of August for you. Mary Hopkins, do I have the same karmic debt with money? Do I have karmic debt with money? No. You can't have karmic debt with money. You need to, look, you need to think of money as a tool. Money is a tool like a hammer, like a screwdriver, like your car, like your house, like your bed, like your blankets, like the clothes that you wear. Money is just something that you need. No, money is not the root of all evil. No. No, 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 no. The people that live materialistically and don't help anybody. I mean, think about it. All of these actors and actresses that make billions and trillions of dollars, if they all would do literally what they tell everybody else to do, think about how much money would be out there helping people. I would probably think 20 actors and actresses could probably clean up Los Angeles by themselves with their money if they wanted to. Right? So you can't have a karmic debt with money. You just have a karmic debt with how you abuse money. Okay? Libra, when will I get a new car? Shopping for a new car. I see finances for a new car coming in August 25th for you. Mrs. Harris, when will my finances end? When will my fiance and I move in together? September is what I'm seeing for you. Injured glasses, yeah. So my kids super bounced me on the trampoline and I hurt my back. And I think probably it began a crack in the glasses. But this morning when I unfolded them to put them up, this just went off, came off. So, yep. Injured glasses. I packed another pair of glasses, but they tipped over my stuff in a car and they picked up everything that they could see. So instead of checking like down in the crevices where shit can go, I didn't get my glasses, I didn't get my deodorant, I didn't get any razors. Like some of the stuff I packed I didn't even get. So Karen, will I ever get peace? My daughters are always causing me trouble. Well, for one, if your daughters are old enough to take care of themselves, then let them take care of themselves and stop bailing them out of trouble. All right? Sometimes tough love is the best love that you can show somebody. Karen Clark. All right? If your daughters are literally causing you financial grief or stress and they're 20, 21, 25, you let them deal with their own shit and stop bailing them out. The only reason why they come to you is because you're like, oh, I'll help you. Of course I will. Nope. If they have grandchildren, you can help the grandchildren out. But if your kids are literally causing you financial stress and they're not 18 and under or living with you, stop helping them. You need to let them figure out their own shit now. Time to cut the apron strings, Mom. Cosmo, like Sam Bankman for a pardon lost money to the guy, so I'd be pissed. Well, I don't know nothing about Sam Bankman Fried. I'm gonna say if they did some shady business, even if it's cryptocurrency, Cosmo, they're going to have to do the time. That's still fraud. It's still ripping people off. It's still whatever they did. All right, they're still going to have to pay for it. Bianca Miller, what does Spirit have for me in a message, Bianca? Yeah. So Bianca, I'm seeing the Harry Potter wand. It circles around, but it is a wand. So that's about something magical happening in front of you. Okay? You may see a miracle. All right. Mary Hopkins, Johnson City or Bristol? Johnson City is what I'm hearing. Karen Clark, I really need a move and fresh start. Will I ever get it? Yes. You'll get it, Karen, as soon as you start researching it. Remember, guys, that the magic fairy doesn't knock on your door and then drop something in your lap that you're wanting or needing. You have to do the research. Karen, if you're wanting to move and sell your house, your first step is to figure out where you want to go. All right? Your second step is to look into cities and towns that suit you. All right? And what I mean by that is don't pick towns and cities that don't have fun shit to do. You're going to hate that. Eventually, you're going to hate it. All right? You're going to be like, oh, that's fine. I love quiet little quaint towns. Not if you fucking have to travel 50 miles just to go to a nice restaurant. You're not going to like that. No. All right? If you want to have fun and you have to travel another 50 miles down the highway to just go have fun, go to a mall, go see a movie, you ain't going to like that. So, Karen, you need to look into areas that you want to go, and then you need to look into towns and cities that will suit you financially and fun and economically. And then you need to look into their housing market to see if there's anything that you can afford, and then look into selling your own home. It's literally step by step. Don't get them confused, all right? You need to see where you're going before you can go places. Okay? You need to see what you can do. Yes, Bianca, you're allowed to ask medical questions. All right? But remember, I'm not a doctor. I'll give you the best advice I can. Kieran, what blockages have that you should work on? Kieran, I'm getting your throat. What is that? Your solar? Blah, 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 blah. The yellow one. I think it's your throat chakra. That's blocked. JR, will JR and SR help build the house? Will YR, what year will they start? Alright, will JR and SR help build the house? No, not really. Not as much as you want them to, or as much as you think they will. I think they'll make a lot of promises and then dip out. Oh, well, we gotta go here. Oh, we gotta go there. Oh, the doctor's appointment. Okay? And what year will that start? Next year. Reiki activate. May I have a message from my spiritual court? Hang on. I don't got all day. So just tell her she's doing fine. They have a discussion among your spiritual court. Like, I can see them. They're in a concave room. They're in a concave room. All right, or this way, concave. They're in a concave room. Like this. I'm literally looking at them. But they're discussing among each other. They're not really paying attention to me. But one of them just said, just tell her she's doing fine. So, you're doing fine. Reiki activate. You're fine. Bianca, is it possible for me to have the same type cancer as my mom? Yeah. It's possible, but, I mean, I don't... Bianca, you're pretty young. I would not be... Listen, Lindas. Listen. Stop worrying about getting stuff that your parents have, or you're going to create that. If you're literally at home going, ooh, my mom's got breast cancer, that means I'm going to have breast cancer. Guess what that means? That means you are going to have breast cancer. It's because you created it by worrying about it, by saying it, by bringing it into reality. All right? My mom died of COPD and liver cancer, and my dad had prostate cancer. But guess what? I don't go to the doctors. I mean, I have to be extremely sick to go to the doctors. I don't make cancer my reality. If it was my dad's side, my mom's side, I don't. I don't make that my reality. I don't worry about having cancer just because I had relatives that have cancer, because that's not my reality. My reality is I'm good and healthy. Okay? I may catch a cold, I may get the flu, I may get hurt, stuff like that. But I don't sit there and worry about me getting shit because my parents have shit. Because that's what's going to create that. And honestly, cancer, everybody has cancer cells in their body. The reason why cancer spreads is because the cancer cell gets busted open. If you look back at people that got cancer, it's usually after a major accident. It's because they busted that cancer cell open, and now that cancer has spread. That is why now they're saying stop getting biopsies on things that the doctors think is cancerous. Because when they biopsy it that's what opens that cancer cell to spread about your body. Stop doing biopsies if they think it's cancerous. If they don't know, leave it alone. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what they're saying actually is, they're saying mammograms, when you squish the boobs down because you have a lump in your boob, that's what's giving you breast cancer. It's because you squished it and that cell popped and spread cells throughout your body. Now they're saying mammograms are not a good idea. And guess what? This woman is not ever going for a mammogram. And I knew that 20 years ago. I'm 54. I've never had a mammogram. Never. And I'm not going for a mammogram. If I got a lump, I'm going to just leave it alone and try to maybe take turmeric for it or chaga mushroom for it or something like that, and try to heal it myself before I let medical fields destroy me, because they want my insurance money and my organs. Because that's what they're doing. They literally can't wait for you to die on the bed, because your organs are all going someplace. Especially if you're an organ donor, and this girl is. Alright? I've had a lot of people tell me that their relatives was on their deathbed, but not dead yet, and they were already planning on their organs being shipped out. Like, time's ticking, hurry up and die now. No. Stop worrying about cancer. Stop worrying about getting sick, and live your best life. That's what's going to heal you and get you through to living until you're 90. Do you think the woman that died at 101 and she was smoking cigarettes and they were filming her was worried about it? She wasn't. Stop worrying about it. Chloe, will something happen between me and Dee in the near future? I'm not getting anytime soon. Chloe, you may be just friend zoned. Empress, what's coming in for me tonight? Same-o, same-o. Alright. Cheryl, I like how you price points are from the 1960s. Houses reflect here are cheaper than $400K. No, Cheryl, when I gave you a $50,000, I literally said, I'm just spitting a figure out for you. So we're not making it complicated, okay? When I said a house for $50,000, I didn't mean that there's really houses out there for $50,000. I was literally just giving you a figure so you could do the math in your head, okay? I swear to God, Cheryl, get with it. I literally said that. I said, I'm just going to give you a figure. I'm not going from the 1960s. I know how much houses cost. That's why I built my own. Because I could do it for way cheaper than building or buying some piece of shit on some property that the mortgage probably costs more than you'll ever be able to pay in your whole life. And then the bank can come and repossess it from you because you're behind. You need to listen to my words, Cheryl. Safi, what are S's intentions regarding me? Safi, no intentions. Alright? No intentions. Empress, what's coming in for me for the weekend? Nothing if you don't get out and have fun. Empress, I see you sitting at home. Okay? Mary, emotions, barf. I know. Cosmo, this works. By the way, Wendy gave me this advice back in February and it worked. That's right, Cosmo. You know why? Because this girl is the best reader you're ever going to find. I don't give a fuck what all of you think. I know you OGs love me, but you need people coming in and be like, oh, she's a little full of herself. Nope. I'm not a little full of myself. I have people come in and tell me, the reading that you gave me last week, it was 100% accurate. That happens all the time. If you don't believe me, ask the OGs in here because they will literally tell you that I am the best reader on YouTube as far as giving you free readings and being accurate. My accuracy is probably about 98%. I know this for a fact because I have people that come into the channel and tell me. So, take it if you want it, but if you don't like it, then you know where the door is. You come in, you can go out. Mrs. Harris, when will my fiance and I find a place? If you're currently looking, I'm getting mid-August. Something's going to come in for you. Melrose Love, how much weight can I lose by November? I'm getting 20 pounds for you. Cosmo, what's unseen by me right now? Unseen by you right now. So, I'm seeing the letter E, the letter I, and sunglasses. So, unseen by you right now, sunglasses would mean you're not seeing something clearly, or you're trying to put a positive spin on something, which I admire. Okay, I admire that you're trying to put a positive spin on something, but not if it's literally in your face negative. You can't do it. Okay, don't try to make excuses for toxic things or people just because you want that to work out for you. Okay. If it's black, then it's black. You can't paint it white. Okay? Will I travel anywhere this year? I'm getting no on that. It'll be next year, and that is for a thatager. A thatager? Yickby. Hi, Yickby. How will I pay for grad school? Well, you're going to have to get a good paying job and then pay all of that back. Alright? Safi, did Safa just use me to manifest her way back into a relationship? Yes, is what I'm hearing. Melrose, will I have nieces and nephews? One day. When? I'm hearing 2028 and later. Alright? Reiki Activate, may I have a message for my 9 to 5? Your counsel is still here. Your counsel is literally still here. Your counsel says... Stop being so serious. Your counsel says relax, Reiki Activate. You act like everything is life or death every day, and they're tired of that. Have some fun. Even in your 9 to 5. Alright? If you're not making it fun, you're not doing it correctly. Your counsel though, it's got one of them's got a sense of humor. He's over there going. I don't know who that is. Brittany, new here. Hello, Brittany. Any messages from my sister-in-law, Carrie? We miss her so much. Carrie's always around you, Brittany, and I need you to, when you ask questions, Brittany Ortiz, Brittany Ortiz, when you ask questions, I need you to hit that thumbs up number and get that number with your questions. Look at how everybody else is doing it. Okay? Look at how everybody else is doing it. You need to have your like number with your questions. So double tap your screen if you're on the phone. If you're on the computer, hit the thumbs up. Okay? Or if you're even little mini screen, hit the thumbs up. You need that like number with your questions, Brittany Ortiz. Okay? But your sister-in-law Carrie says, hello, I miss you and I love you. And I still hear you talk to me. And I was with you in the car yesterday when you guys went someplace. Yeah, she was with you in the car yesterday when you went someplace. Or was it just in the car? I'm getting yesterday though. May not have been yesterday. But I'm literally, she was in the car. She was actually in the back seat. And there were two people in the front. Alright. Karen, a timeline when I'll meet my soulmate. Timeline when you'll meet your soulmate. Remember, guys, I don't have my cards with me, so this is all channeled messages. I'm getting your finances has to get better, Karen, before you meet somebody. You gotta work on those finances first. It's gonna take you probably another half year to get your finances in order to meet somebody. Okay? Thank you, Cheryl, for the $5. Thank you. Well said. Loving love. Like the way you said, listen. Where do I live? I live in Arkansas, but right now I'm in Oklahoma. So. I live in Arkansas. Thank you for paying it forward. You're always welcome, Mary. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing amazing every day. So my grandchildren here, sorry, I spit. So my grandchildren here, we have this thing every night before we eat. They ask each other, what was the best part of your day and what was the worst part of your day? And when they always come to me, my best part of the day is like playing with the kids, food, because Shannon's a really amazing cook. Spending time with the kids, playing whatever, playing cards, however I can keep them busy, watching movies, whatever. Then they say, well, what's the worst part of your day? And I always say I don't have a worst part of my day, because I don't. There are no worst. I mean, it would literally have to be devastating to have a worst part of my day. I don't have a worst part of my day. So, of course, to them, they're like getting in trouble from mom or getting in trouble from grandma. So, I mean, that could be the worst part of their day. But every time they ask me, I'm like, I don't have a worst part of my day. Sorry. I just don't. So, anyway, I'm doing amazing. And I am here in Oklahoma because Dad got a job making big money being a traveling mechanic. Big money. So I know the economy's not crashing, because they wouldn't be paying him the money that they're paying him every week. All right. And then she's going to go to school to be a teacher. So when school starts is when I'll go back home, but I'm here to babysit when she goes to class. So anyway, they needed my help, and so I put everything on hold to come here and help out with my grandbabies. So, but when school starts and they get, when she starts being a teacher's aide, and then everybody goes back to school, and then I think the littlest one can go to preschool, but then baby has to go to daycare. When they get all that settled is when I'll go home, when she gets settled, because Daddy's not here to help. So Yes, and I'm sorry for your loss to Brittany Ortiz. Sorry. But remember that just because they are not with you in body form doesn't mean that they're not with you. They're always with you. Okay? Anytime you talk to them, they can hear you. Okay? Safi, will the call I just had have legal consequences on me? I'm hearing no on that, Safi. Melrose, when will I regain sensation on my feet? Melrose, you need to go to an acupuncturist. You really do. You need to go see an acupuncturist. That's going to help you get your meridians back online. Guys, don't be afraid of acupuncture. Do not be afraid of acupuncture. I understand that you are afraid of needles, okay? Once upon a time, I was too. But I went to see an acupuncturist, and it was the best thing I could have ever done in my whole life. The needle only goes in this far into your nerves. They don't put the needle in that far. No, it doesn't hurt. Okay? And yes, it does work. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Go see an acupuncturist if you have one and you need some kind of healing. Go see an acupuncturist. All right? Go see an acupuncturist and go see the masseuses to get the massages that you need. Those are the two best things that you could ever do in your life, even before chiropractic, before seeing a chiropractor. All right? I'm if you go crack your bones, that's fine. I'm not doing it. But I will go see an acupuncturist and I will go get a massage. And those are the best things that you could do for yourself, besides grounding, meditating, and watching what you eat. Okay? And remember, chaga mushrooms are your friend. If you are worried about cancer, if cancer runs in your family, chaga mushrooms are your friend. Chaga mushrooms have I just had the name and I missed it. They fight cancer, though. It fights cancer cells. Chaga mushroom. Chaga. Chaga mushroom and lion's mane mushroom are your best friends ever. And turmeric. Go get it. Okay? Go get it. Go incorporate it into your food, your life, however that means. I get tinctures under my tongue because I hate pills. I will not take a pill. I take ibuprofen if I have a headache, but it's the little round red ones. I hate pills. Okay? So, tinctures under the tongue. You can buy tinctures in everything. Put it under the tongue. Let it sit there for 3 minutes. Swallow. Okay? Chaga mushrooms is your friend for cancer. Listen. Melrose Love, when will I regain sensation on my feet? Anyway, yes, acupuncturist for you. Alright? Acupuncturist. Melrose. Safi, who do I sometimes freeze Safa energy towards me right now? Should I do something to freeze? Oh, okay. If you have somebody in your life and you absolutely don't want them in your life, absolutely not ever want to see them, look at them, hear their voice ever again, it's called the freezer spell. All right? What you do is you put their name on a piece of paper. You put that piece of paper in a jar of water. I'm not saying a big pickle jar because you're going to have to freeze it. Make it a little mason jar, all right? Or if you got an old makeup jar that you emptied out of lotion or something like that, put their name on a piece of paper. It could be pencil, crayon, your blood, I don't care. Put their name on a piece of paper. Put the paper down in the jar. Fill it full of water. Put it in the freezer. Make sure nobody sees it. And keep it there. It's called the freezer spell. And it works like that. Alright? I've done it multiple times on my children's exes when they don't want them in their life. Okay? It's called the freezer spell. If you want somebody out of your life, Safi, do the freezer spell. All right. Reiki Activate has a link. Elevate your space with our wicked sense at tartsandtealights.com. And her tarts are amazing. Go over there and buy you some. And they're not that bad a price, okay? Go buy her tarts and her tea lights. She's got some very good ones. I got citrus and vanilla and another one from her, which I can't remember the smell, but they were amazing. All right, they smelled so good, especially lemon. I love anything lemon. So go buy from her if you want some tarts and tea lights. Reiki Activate. Click on her link. All right, should take her to the page. Okay. Yippee. Do I need to play the scratch off to win some money? Yes. When you play scratchers for the lottery, don't buy the crackhead tickets. The crackhead tickets are the ones, the $3s and the $5 tickets. Don't buy them. You're not going to win anything but $1, $5, whatever, something cheap. If you want to win big money off of the scratchers tickets, buy the $10 scratchers and the $20 scratchers with the multipliers on top. Those are the winning tickets. Okay? Don't waste your money on crackhead tickets. Don't do it. Now, if you want to go gamble, let me tell you how to gamble the right way. You got $20. Stick it in the slot machine. Anything that gets you $40 or over, cash out. Don't keep playing. Cash out. Take that 20, go to another machine. Anything that gets you $40, $50, $60, cash out. Take that same 20, go to another machine. Anything that gets you $40, $50, $60, cash out. All right? If you lose twice on a machine, get off of it. It's not a winning. It's not gonna get you anywhere anytime soon. That is how you're gonna rack up. You can rack up like $200 if you do it that way. Okay, and have fun playing too on $20. Okay, $20 all night long if you want. Now, if you're gonna take big money like $1,000 and go gamble, then you want to make big bets. Those are the ones that's going to return your money to you. Okay? Like $5,000, $15,000, whatever. You want big bets on them. Okay? Alright, Patricia, will someone help me with my project financially? I think if you really get it out there and don't. Sometimes when people have a project and they want financial backing, they only go to like 3 people because they're the top people that if these people back you, you know you're going someplace, but you don't necessarily want to limit that. All right. If you got a good project and you think it's a good invention or something that's going to help people or something that's going to put your name, get your name in the spotlight, then try as many people as you can. Don't limit yourself to just 3 major people that if they back you, it's definitely a win. Okay? Patricia. All right. Bye, Mary. Love you. Lovely 11. Can I get a general? Lovely 11. Okay. Lovely 11. I'm literally looking at watch your back. Something about hurting your back. All right. Something about hurting your back. So watch your back. Watch how you lift things. All right. Watch for slips and falls. Stuff like that. All right. Hello, Germany. Mary Hopkins. Will I make that 100 tonight? I don't think so, Mary, but go try. Let me know. Karen, what lesson am I supposed to learn in this lifetime? Please don't tell me it's patience. No, it's not patience, Karen. It's literally knowing that you create your space. So wherever you put your thoughts is what you're creating. Karen, wherever your mind goes, that's where your attention flows or your energy flows. So create things that you want in your life. All right. Concentrate on the things that you want. And Karen, I need a like number from you. Melrose, I need a like number from you. How are my cousins doing after losing a family member? Anything I can do? No, it's just about day at a time. When somebody passes on, the only thing you can do is just, be there for them, spend time with them, comfort foods, of course, right? Other than that, it's just literally taking it a day at a time. Hi, it's Alicia. I like how you keep it real and blunt. Thank you. Hi, it's Alicia. And I love you too. It's fine. I have no clue. I need one for my kids to help me. I don't know what that means. Okay. Melrose love, any exciting news to look forward to? No, I mean, life is full of ebbs and flows, but really like nothing particular standing out. Melrose. Recaptivate. What does my future clients want me to know? Nothing. You're very understanding, and you listen to them when they talk. You're understanding, and you try to help out the best way that you know how. So they're very happy with you. Reactivate. Thank you, Wendy. My altar is in a concave room. Well, then that's where all your spirit guides sit there. All right. Empress, what's hidden? Empress, what's hidden? Empress, what's hidden? What's hidden? Ooh, a toothache is what I'm getting. Empress, watch your teeth. I'm getting a toothache. Yep, watch that. Zoe. Shit, I just said it. Zoe. I did not mean to say that name. ZZ. I'm just going to call you ZZ. I'm not going to say your name. Because it's too close to the other one. Is my cousin's spirit at rest now? She has passed away. Oh, always. Guys, please stop thinking that people go to hell. They don't. They don't. The Bible literally says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. It doesn't say on your way. It doesn't say you got to stop in hell first. It doesn't say you got to make a pit stop in purgatory. The Bible literally says if you're not in your meat suit, you are with the Lord. Everybody goes to heaven. There is no hell unless you're living it right now. I could probably say our life now today would be considered hell, and your test is to whether you're going to get through it or not. All right? Nobody goes to hell. God loves everybody. God is not a wrathful God. God is not a jealous God. God is a loving God. Think of this. I want you to think of this. If you were a parent, right? Think of this. If you were a parent, whether you're a parent or not, put yourself into this position. If you were a parent of a kid or kids, plural, and your kids, all right, you've told your kids over and over and over again, look, don't play baseball in the front yard. Because if you hit the ball through the kitchen window, we just bought this amazing big kitchen window. If you play baseball in the front yard and you hit the baseball through my front window, you're going to get spanked, disciplined. Play baseball in the backyard where there's room, and you're not going to hit nothing with your baseball. And say your parent says that to you, and you are reminded to always play in the backyard, right? Well, because you're kids and kids don't listen, the kids go in the front yard and they play baseball, or they play frisbee, or they have a kickball. And guess what happens? The window gets shattered because they put something through the window because they weren't supposed to be in the front yard in the first place, but they didn't listen because kids don't listen. And your window, your kitchen window that you've just paid $5,000 for is now busted. And now you got to repair that. Are you going to beat your kid every day for the rest of their life because they didn't listen to you that one time and busted your kitchen window? Are you going to literally come home every day and spank them and keep spanking them for the next 6 years until they're 18 and they're out of the house? Are you literally going to discipline them every day like that? If you wouldn't do that as a parent, then why do you think God would do that to you? He is our parent. Why do you think that God wants to literally abuse you, kick you around, spank you, beat you up, burn your house down, kill your kids, and make your life miserable every day? Why would you think that if you would not be like that yourself and you are made from the Creator? Why? Why would you think that He would do that to us? Would you do that to your kids? No. You'd be like, look, I told you little bastards not to play in the front yard, but now that you play in the front yard, I am going to light your ass on fire. You are going to be grounded for a month, and you're going to work off this money that I put into this window. You're going to be picking up rocks out of the pasture, or you're going to go down to Mrs. Smith's and help her weed her garden, but you wouldn't do that for the rest of their life. So why would you think God would do that to you for the rest of your life? Yes, when you act out, you get what you deserve, but it's not for the rest of your life. All right? So stop thinking that the universe and God is going to punish you for the rest of your life, or that God's like that, because He's not a wrathful God. He's a loving God and an understanding God, and He gave you free will. You know why He gave you free will? So that you can go fuck up and learn your lessons. That's why. Okay. Rant done. So, yes, ZZ, your cousin is in heaven. They're doing fine. All right. Hattie, will I be able to move out by December? I'm hearing yes. Mrs. Harris, will my fiance and I ever have a baby? Yeah. Your fiance and you are going to have a baby. I'm going to say give it 2028. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? Alright. Issa Takafish. No, Takafa. Issa Takafa? Why did I get fired from my old job? Well, I mean, it must have been something that you were doing. They didn't like your performance. You missed too much. The boss didn't like you. Could be a lot of things. Bianca, I'm experiencing the same pain and symptoms she has, and that's why I'm asking. I never visit doctors for scans. You could, Bianca, you literally could be having what nurses have is sympathy pains. All right. I'm a medical assistant, and whenever I had to blood draw from my patients, I got sympathy pains. I could literally feel the needle going in my veins. All right. It's called sympathy pains. It's because you're an empath and you're feeling what she's feeling. All right. Sympathy pains. Issa, was there a fake motive behind me getting fired from my old job? I'm getting no on that. Alright. There you go. Bianca Miller, get some soursop fruit. I got soursop at the house. Elena Cornell, I just came across your channel and you seem like you have a genuine heart. I just left a relationship of 20 years and I'm excited for a new beginning. What do you see in the future for me? Well, Elena Cornell, you need to hit that thumbs up and get that thumbs up number, okay? So how you get a thumbs up is if you're on the phone, you double tap your screen, get the next thumbs up number. It's going to be 83 for you, Elena. All right, double tap that screen. If you're on the computer, just hit the thumbs up, okay? But you need your thumbs up number with your questions. All right. So, new beginnings, what do you see in the future for me? Well, if you're excited for new beginnings, then I see new beginnings coming in. Elena, at least you're not in a fetal position worrying about shit. Like if you're excited for a new future and new beginnings, then you're going to have a slew full of them. All right? You're going to have a lot of new beginnings coming in because you're excited for it. Universe is going to match your vibration for new beginnings, and then new stuff's going to come in for you all the time. And it's going to be exciting. You got good things coming in. All right? Okay. Shruddy, will Druv approach or text you? I'm getting no on that. Hello, Lay. Will I find a long-term partner next year? Gotta work on those finances. Okay? Gotta work on your finances before love comes in. Alright? Missy, thank you for the 69 general. Am I pregnant? I'm getting no on that, Missy. I'm getting no on that, honey. Yickby, will I still take a vacay this summer out of the country? I'm also getting no on that, Yickby. There's my Ban Kenobo. There's my Obi Ban Kenobo. What's up? Lovely 11, what's coming towards you? Lovely 11. A message from the universe. Look for angels. You're gonna see an angel sticker. You're gonna see an angel on a billboard. You're gonna see an angel in the clouds. You're gonna see something about an angel. When you see the angel, listen or look and see what's around you. There's going to be some kind of important message for you. Okay? Safi, will Eamon ever reach out to me? I got a no on that. Alright. Hello, Ellen. Hey, hello. I am going to the beach with my cousins tomorrow. Good job. And a friend of my cousins has a crush on me. Will he come with us tomorrow? I'm hearing yes. He'll be there. He may not go with you, but he's going to show up later. Will we go to a party together this week? And will he make a move? Yes. All right. He may not go with the group of people, Ellen, but he'll show up later. Yep. Can I leave my husband for a better future from India? Sure. You got nothing holding you back. Madam DJ? I'm going to say the AU just makes it A sound. Dija? Maybe? Madam Dija. Madam Diju. Madam DJ. I don't know. I'm so butchering your name. I'm sorry. Gratitude. I'm going through a lot. I just want to know if Utah is the place for me. I'm hearing yes on that, madam. Happy birthday, Gradier. Hello, Catherine. Will my cooperation with R? How will my cooperation with R go? Oh, sorry. The internet sucks here. Fine. All right. It's going to go fine, Catherine. Melrose, love, will PT help? Any approximate time? Will PT help? And well, stretching is always going to help you. I stretch every morning when I get up, so I don't get stoved up. So yes, all right. Stretching, PT, anything like that will help, Melrose. Of course. ZZ, will my sister give me trouble at my cousin's funeral? Was my cousin with me last night? I think I felt her. Of course she was with you last night. Will your sister give you trouble at the funeral? No. No. Not the time for that. Your sister's not going to act out like that. Paxio. I've seen you before, right? I think you haven't been on the channel for a little bit. I'm Susanna. Hello, Susanna. Will I get a positive news from Germany? I'm hearing yes on that. Hello, Green Palace. What are KS's perceptions of me currently? Well, yeah, he likes you. He may not approach you at first, but yes, he likes you. All right. Charlie Miller, I need a like number from you. Okay. Oh, you're just saying you made that much money last weekend? Good job, Charlie. I am very proud of you. I'm glad you made that much money. Good job. Like, I'm very proud of you. Charlie Miller says he was in Shelbyville, Indiana at the casino and he made $36,000 extra last weekend. Good job, Charlie. I am very proud of you. Yaya, hello for general reading. Hello, Yaya. Yaya, I'm seeing a ram here. A ram's head. So this is about somebody maybe being stubborn. Somebody trying to roughshod over you. Somebody trying to tell you that what you're thinking or doing or feeling isn't valid. Don't listen to them. Alright, Green Palace. Will my grandpa fix the truck? Or either let us live with him for a little bit till we can get back on our feet. Wow, your grandpa's cranky. I literally seeing that old man, get off my lawn. Old grandpa's cranky, huh? I think he's gonna let you, I think he's gonna help you guys. Let you live with him or fix your truck or however to help you get back on your feet. I mean, I know grandpa's cranky, but he's not bitter, you know? Melrose Love, how does Elle feel about me? Okay. He may entertain an idea that he, you know, about you and him together, but right now that's all it is. Melrose. Green Palace, a general reading, please. Green Palace. Green Palace, I'm seeing a teaspoon here. So the teaspoon could be about medicine, taking medicine, having to take medicine, getting sick, or that could be about things turning around as far as like a silver spoon sort of a situation. So whatever's not working for you, it's going to work for you. Okay? Green Palace, will I pass my summer semester? Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, remember if you are selling anything, guys, if you have an Etsy account, if you have a Shopify account, if you have a TikTok shop, if you have any websites where you sell products, you are always welcome to put the links in the chat for free. I don't care. If I'm on live and you come and see me, put the links to your stuff in the chat for everybody to click on and find your stuff. I don't care that you do that. I encourage you to do that. Okay? You guys are here supporting me, and I'm going to return the favor. So, if you are selling anything, even if it's Facebook Marketplace, if you have a link, put it in the chat. Okay? Whatever you're selling, put it in the chat for my people to go see. Okay? Tell them what it is. Invite them. Was selling tea lights and tarts, okay? So she puts that in the chat. Whatever you're selling, even if it's for your friend, tell your friend to get over here and do the same, okay? You're always welcome to put your stuff in the chat. All right? Talk to you right now. Stinka Logan? Stinka. My ex pretended to be someone else and lied a lot. He's been promising to pay back the debt for 3 years. Will he? No. No. Green Palace, will the month of August be better for you? Yes. Melrose, when will I see Karen in person again? Not until around the holidays. Coconut, will I start my cow farm this year? What's hidden? I think you can start your cow farm this year, but it's going to be slow. All right. But you can start. I would, if I was you, I would probably get a heifer and a bull and let them mate and have babies, right? And then get another heifer and have the bull breed your heifers and get babies, and then there's your cow farm. All right, what's hidden? I'm seeing a two-headed dog here, and I think it has a name. You know, the dogs with 2 heads or 3 heads, they have a name, but that's about being careful with something. Okay. Green Palace, will I please ask what's hidden currently? What's hidden currently? I've seen a bowling ball here for you. So that could be about having fun, getting out with friends, family, or that could be about your aim, right? When you take a bowling ball, you aim it at the pins and you roll it and you hope that it goes in that direction. So that's about you aiming to do something big and you're working on it, but you hope that the end result is a big thing that you're wanting. I think it will be. Green Palace. Hello, Irene. Message from my daughter, Katie. So I'm seeing a the fly trap. The fly trap plant. Fly gets in it. Fly trap. So be careful about somebody around you. They could be trying to trap you, getting into a sticky situation. All right, so be careful with that. All right, Green Palace. Will I ever become an executive assistant? It's my dream job. Well, I mean, if that's your dream job and that's what you're focused on, then eventually you can become an executive assistant. All right? It's just being at the right place at the right time. Yeah? Hello, Ban Kanobo. Could you please read my energy? Yeah. So your energy is purple, which is about royalty. Purple is about calm. Purple is about purple. It's calmness. It's openness, but it's a deep understanding of yourself. All right, and it goes from purple to red, and red is about love, an open heart, cherishing, and it could be about remembering something too. You may be going down memory lane a lot this week. Obi-Ban Kanobo. Obi-Ban Kanobo. You could be going down memory lane a lot this week. Could be remembering the better days or remembering the fun that you had with somebody. Okay. Melrose, love. Wendy, can you see what someone's children will look like? No. If so, what will mine look like? Well, I mean, your children are definitely going to look like you because you're the mother and you have the DNA. And I do believe the first one's mostly going to look like you, but the second one may have mixed looks of you and DNA daddy. Okay. Kieran, am I okay health-wise? Hang on, I'm scanning. Watch your legs, especially your thighs. Something about maybe overextending your muscles, lifting something that you shouldn't be lifting, overextending a kneecap. All right, like when I scan your body, I'm literally doing like you would see on a sci-fi. All right, and when I'm scanning your body, red is popping up along the thighs. So that would mean injury to the thighs, all right, or to the hips, or to the pelvis area. All right. Lovely 11 is my crush planning to surprise me once I get everything settled. No. Irene, does George like me? Yes. Pretty light. When will I see Cody? If you see him, it's going to be the second week of August. ZZ, am I pregnant? I missed my monthly and my cousin just passed. Did they take one away to bring in one? Well, I mean, you can definitely reincarnate your cousin into your body. You missed your monthly period. If this is your first one, though, you may have a chance of miscarrying. ZZ. All right. You may have a chance of miscarrying. So, I'm still going to go with no on that. As long term. All right. If this is your first one, a lot of women always miscarry their first one because the body doesn't know what it is and the body will get rid of it. All right. That's why you have morning sickness. When you're pregnant and you have morning sickness, it's because your body knows that there's a foreign something in your body, and puking is usually the way to get rid of it. And that's why you have morning sickness. Even though it's not attached to the belly, that's your body's way of trying to expel something foreign growing in it because it doesn't know what a baby is yet. So that's why you miscarry the first one. Most of us do. Okay? Reiki activate. What does Archangel Raphael want me to know? The people won't listen. The people won't listen. Love is the way. That's what he's literally saying. Love and patience is the way you're going to handle that. If people won't listen, then you're not going to make them listen. Let them do their own thing. You can't make people listen. All right? If people aren't going to listen to you, then they're not meant to hear the message. Period. And you need to understand that and still love them and still have patience with them, even though they don't listen. Because not everybody's meant to get the message. Everybody has their own way and their own time, all right, to understand spiritual stuff and ascend and realize that they were creating their reality the whole time. But if they don't, anyway, if they don't listen, you can't make them listen, Reiki activate. You're just going to have to be like, okay, all right. Not everybody listened to Noah, and look what happened to them. Right? Even though he tried to tell them. Karen, what spirit guides message of what to look forward to? Look forward to. You got something coming in this fall. Something special coming in this fall, Karen. You may meet someone, but not as a love interest, but more like a friend. A very important friend. You may make a new friend this fall. Okay? So Yanti, if I say yes to Arpit, will he again break my trust? Yep, sure will. Safi, did I just ruin my chances with AG? Yep, you sure did. Melrose, love, what age will Jess pass away? Jess. 93. No? I'm reading that wrong. It is a 3. It is a 3? $73? What are you trying to tell me? $63. It's kind of young. $63. I think 63. Melrose. Issa. What does AB think of me? AB likes you. Miss Blank, hello. I'm number 89, but I'll send it through Super Chat. I'm not feeling the best today, so I can't stick around long. Do I have you guys playing in the background because I love to hear the readings? Okay. You don't have to send a Super Chat, Miss Blank. Just send a question. I don't know if I got all your questions, Miss Blank. Hang on. Not feeling good today? I was dizzy earlier today. Like, I could not get my dizziness corrected until I went outside and sat in the sun. When I went outside and sat in the sun, then my dizziness went away. But I was, like, really dizzy. Okay. Hello, Miss Blank. Well, my card isn't working for some reason, so call it loud when it's my turn. What's being hidden, Miss Blank? What's being hidden? So you got somebody around you that I'm hearing a wolf in sheep's clothing. So, Miss Blank, be careful about somebody around you. Okay? Issa, should I date AB? Look, guys, let me tell you, listen. If you like somebody, that does not mean that they have to be your forever person. You can go on dates with people, fuck around with people, and find out and still have fun as long as you keep it in the back of your mind that this is not your forever person. That does not mean that you cannot go and have fun with them. All right? If it's for 2 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, go and have fun. All right? That doesn't mean that just because you met somebody and you're in love, which you're not, because you don't know somebody until 6 months when you get to know somebody, then you can honestly say, I'm in love. All right? But if you're just meeting somebody, just dating somebody, and you like them, then fucking just have fun with them. They don't have to be your forever person. All right? They don't have to be. That doesn't mean that it has to be wedding bells right off the bat every time you're with somebody. So stop thinking that. So, Melrose, if you like this person, then date them and see where it goes. But keep in your mind that you're going to take it day by day, and you're not going to put the cart in front of the horse, and all of a sudden in a week from now it's going to be all wedding bells and 2-story houses with a picket fence. Take your time getting to know people. All right? If you like him, date him. And don't ignore red flags when you see them, if you see them. Then you will know. Alright? Sometimes it's good for you guys to fuck around and find out. Period. Alright? Look, I can count all the men that I had on my hands, and yes, I've had 10 men. I married 3 of them, which means 7 of them I've dated. Whether it was 2 months or 7 years. I've just dated. I lived with them. We just played house. Alright? It doesn't mean that I have to marry them. It doesn't mean that that's my forever person. Alright? That's just the person that I liked at that time. And if they were like, hey, let's get a place together. And I was like, okay. It still never worked out. Alright? In 2 years' time, I was probably broke up with them. They weren't my forever person. I had to fuck around and find out. And I would suggest that most of you probably need to do that too. Alright? Do that too. Go fuck around and find out and see what's going on. Because you don't have mistakes. There are no mistakes. There are only lessons. Alright? And everybody in your life, people are in your life for 2 reasons. You are to learn a lesson from them, or they are to learn a lesson from you. And yes, it can be both at the same time. Alright? People are in your life for a reason. You're learning a lesson from them, or they're going to learn lessons from you. Okay? So, go date somebody. Go see what's going on. You don't have to have a forever person all the time. Strawberry Skyline, hello. Will I create the family I've always wanted? Yes. Give it about 2 years. Alma, hello. Have I already met my soulmate, and is he from my current job? I'm getting yes, but remember, also, you have more than one soulmate. Alright? You just don't have one soulmate in your lifetime. Of a 0 to 99 lifespan, you have more than one soulmate. Back in 2010, I'm married to my soulmate, but I had to work with a soulmate. And we were both married to other people, so it was just a boss person relationship. There wasn't nothing there. Now, the sexual tension, you could probably cut it with a knife. Alright? But that doesn't mean that I dropped my husband to be with that person, and that person didn't drop his wife to be with me. Okay? I was married to my soulmate. I stayed married to my soulmate, but I had to work with a soulmate. And yes, it's painful. Yes, it is. But that's the way it is. And I never saw him again. After I left that job of being a farm tech, I never saw him again. Never. So, okay? That's the way it is. Alright, Irene. Wendy, read my energy. Irene, your aura energy. It's a teal blue to an orange. A teal blue to an orange. Alma, will I have more than one child? Not at this time, no. Alma. Melrose, love, what lesson will my children teach me about myself? A lot. Patience, understanding, forgiveness, looking at something on both sides, trying to understand life through a child's eyes, how to deal with your trauma and not repeat the same mistakes. A child will teach you a lot. Alright? Alma, what is N thinking of me? Alma, is N thinking of me? I'm hearing yes on that. Especially at night. If you know what I mean. Reiki activate. I updated some things on That, yes, Isis, Egyptians, altar, silver feather, and now it's like Snow White was in the backyard. Animals everywhere. Do they have a message? The message is you're doing the right thing. If you got animals coming to you, that means that you got a very high vibration that animals trust. So whatever you did, spot on. All right, ZZ. Wendy, am I the problem? People get me wrong. No. You have ADHD and people don't understand how you communicate. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. ZZ. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. All right? Just because you have ADHD and you communicate different, it's the people around you that are not taking the time to understand, and you're going to find that 80% of humans want the easy button, and they want things now, right away, as fast as they can, and they don't want to work for it. They don't want to understand it. They just want it like right now. It's Burger King to them in 80% of people's lives. All right? If you're around people who cannot slow down, try to understand you, try to get on the same level as you, try to be patient with you, you're with the wrong people. Period. You're with the wrong people. All right? You're not the problem, ZZ. You're not the problem. Okay? It's the people that you surround yourself with. Okay? So, with that being said, all right, if these are people at work, then they're your coworkers, but they're not your friends, and you need to remember that. If this is your family members that are being impatient with you and kind of rude to you and snotty to you, you're not a doormat either. You can love your family members from afar. Remember that. You can love your family members from afar. You don't have to take shit from nobody. Even if you have ADHD. Who fucking cares? Alright? So, ZZ, you're not the problem. Melrose, love. You got to remember that people are very self-centered. Most people are very self-centered, and they want instant gratification. And if you're not giving it to them, they will throw you away like the trash. Like yesterday's trash. Those are not your people. Okay? Melrose, what kind of parent will I and my partner be? I mean, I hope good parents. No, you're going to abuse your kids, and you're going to, like, starve them, and you're going to leave them in dirty diapers. And, yeah, I mean, I really see that for you, Melrose. Come on now. Melrose, if you're worried about being a good parent, then you're probably going to be a good parent. Okay? Hey, Cassandra. Wendy, how do I get a reading? I'm torn between my ex and a current spouse. If ex comes back, will it be toxic? Yep. Don't ever take an ex back. Cassandra Cassie B. Never take an ex back. You've learned your lesson from the ex. Now it's time to move on. Go get somebody new for you. All right? If you wore a pair of shoes to the point that they had holes in them and your toes were sticking out and you couldn't lace them up and you wore them outside and your feet got wet because you were in a puddle, would you keep wearing those same pairs of shoes? You wouldn't, would you? Alright. Okay, exes are like that. When something is dead and gone, leave it in the graveyard that you set it in and move on with your life. Alright? If you took a big massive turd in the toilet, would you leave it sitting there? Or would you flush it? Flush it. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, ex. Bye-bye, ex. I'm not going backwards. We're moving forwards. The planets are in houses that they haven't been in for 150 years. Why would you want to repeat past mistakes when you got a brand new future in front of you that you've never been in, nobody's ever been in before? You've got brand new, wonderful things in front of you, in store for you. Just move forward. All right? Cassandra, Forward thinking, forward movement. It's something that I've always taught my people on this channel. Forward thinking, forward movement. Hello, Juanita. What year will I get pregnant? I lost a baby in 2016. Juanita, if you're trying to have a baby, I'm still getting 2027 though for you. Missy Javovsky. No, I'm going to get this right. Missy Javovsky. Gajovsky. That's what it is. Gajovsky. Missy Gajovsky. Am I pregnant? No. If you're trying though, you will be in 2 months. 2 months time is what I'm getting. Tarot with, is that Esther? Ether? Tarot with Ether. Sorry, I can't hardly read that. Could you please get an energy reading? I am a tarot reader myself, and I love your energy. Sure. Tarot with Ether. Okay, universe says you're doing a good job. Don't stop. Make sure you put channel links to your channel in my chat so you can get my people over there to look at you and your channel. Keep doing what you're doing. And your energy is going to be silver, glittery silver around you to a pastel pink. All right, that is your aura. Tarot with Esther. I don't know. Sorry, I can't. So your aura is silver to a pastel pink, and the universe says, keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. Don't give up. And put your link to your channel in my channel, in my chat box. Invite my people over there to go see you. Okay? No matter when. If I'm on here 5 days a week, you come on here 5 days a week and get your links in the chat box. Okay? Hello, David. Melrose, love, does my grandpa Manny have more kids that I'm not aware of, and are they still alive? Grandpa Manny, do you have kids? Yes. 1 boy. Yes, he's alive. Kieran, read my current energy and what colors my aura. Kieran, your aura. Yellow to red. Yellow to red. ZZ, does SP really not love me anymore? Or is he protecting himself? I don't really think he loves you anymore, but that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that he didn't love you once upon a time, ZZ. Alright? Doesn't mean that he didn't love you once upon a time, but I don't think he really has those feelings for you anymore. Now, he could be protecting himself for that also could be true. Okay? That also could be true. Alright, Christina Boggs. Will one of the jobs I interviewed with hire me soon? I've been so down and lost. Christina Boggs. Yeah, I'm getting a no on that. Christina Boggs, honey, even if it's McDonald's, I don't care. Alright, even if it's something like McDonald's, go apply for it. Go get it, because it's easier to find a job when you're working. It's not easy to find a job when you're not working. So basically, you beggars can't be choosers at this point. If there's a job like at McDonald's or Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Walmart, whatever, and that's what you can get that and work your way to the job that you want. Okay? I'm honestly thinking that it's not you, it's where you're applying. But like I said, it's a lot harder to get a job when you don't have one. Hello, Jean. How many people will I date before meeting my person? 2. The headaches in my body just doesn't want to stand up today. Well, then don't be trying it, Miss Blank. Rest. Rest. Lovely 11. What is my Atlanta friend Current's feelings for you? Good. I'm not seeing nothing bad, but I'm not seeing like a love interest either. Getting to know you is what I'm hearing. Ben Kenobi, thank you for the reading. You're welcome. Looking forward to getting that reading I messaged you about. Yes, not until you get home though. Alright. Cassandra, I lost my husband 4 years ago. And I had a miscarriage with an ex who wants to come back. But I'm in a relationship with a man who I dreamt of his specific tattoo hands since a child. Do I stay where I'm at? Yep, stay where you're at. That's where you're meant to be. David, financial outlook for the month ahead, please, Wendy. David, financial outlook. Good. A little better than before, but not like you want it to be. Alright, but a little better than before. In the month ahead. You're not broke. Okay? Reiki activate. Will Jay leave the unit this month? I'm hearing no on that. Next month. Mr. Trotter 87, is he really serious about the two of us living together? Yes. Christina Boggs, will one of the jobs I interviewed with hire me soon? Yes. I mean, no with that, Christina. Like I said, you need to just apply anywhere you can get a job. Alright? Don't spam your question. Yeah, should I go visit Illinois next weekend? I mean, if you can and you want to, get out of the house. Okay? Eva, it shows 50 plus, but I'm not sure how it works. I do like every time. Eva, all you have to do is just get that number. When you like it, you guys, if you're on the phone, the like number should be literally on top of here somewhere. You should have a thumbs with a 101. If you double click your phone and it goes to 102, that's your number. That's your number. That is your number. You need that number with your questions. That's how you get that number. If you're on a computer screen or you got my video minimized, you should have it down here somewhere. Just click that number. That number is your number for the rest of the time I'm live. Okay? You are a reader. Yes, Baba, I'm a reader. You're welcome, Cassandra. Hi, Irene. You can ask all kinds of questions. What I don't want you to do is ask the same question over and over and over again. That's called spamming, and it's not allowed. It will get you kicked from the channel. You can ask multiple questions. You cannot, no, don't do it. You cannot ask the same question multiple times. Alright? Alright, are you pregnant, yes or no? I'm getting no on that, Cassandra. You're welcome, Tarot. Thank you, Tarot. Cassandra, you're not currently pregnant. Debbie, I need a like number from you. ZZ, can I please have a general reading? Yeah, ZZ. ZZ, what I'm seeing here for you is a ladder, which means about ascension, climbing, going up, moving forward, not being stuck anymore, elevating. Also, though, be careful of heights. Okay? Debbie, thank you for the 103 general reading for Debbie. Debbie, I'm seeing a monkey here, which means that something's going to bother you. I don't know if this is words or actions, but somebody is going to say something that bothers you, or they're going to do something that bothers you. If they keep doing it, then you have permission to say something about it. All right, but I don't think that they know that they're bothering you. So, okay. Bianca, is there a bad spirit or something in my house? Well, something is in your house. It's not a bad spirit. It is something that makes noise, though. If it doesn't bother you and you don't care that it's there, then leave it alone. It's probably a land spirit or a house spirit. If you don't want it there, Palo Santo is the way to go, not sage. Get Palo Santo. You can get it in a spray. You can get it in smoky stuff that you light with a lighter. I can't remember. Incense. Palo Santo. If you're going to Palo Santo your house, Bianca, open the windows and the closets. That way they can get out and they're not going to hide. Okay? Alright, Mr. Trotter. Wow, I like you being straightforward. So that's all you're going to get from me, honestly. If there's anything I should anticipate regarding his progress in a relationship, sleepovers, please say peace, love, and cupcakes. Ooh, I love cupcakes. Now I want cake. Yeah, there's going to be a sleepover and possibly even a moving in together, getting a place together in October. But yes, there's going to be sleepovers. I'd say in October, though, is when you may be getting a place together, Mr. Trotter. Ban Kenobi, sorry I couldn't understand acoustically what you said regarding the reading when you're in my message. And I don't remember what I said either because it's just channeling. So you're probably going to have to watch the replay. Hello, Tamara. A general reading and how is my weekend going to go and will I have children with N in the future? Children with N in the future is not on the table right now. How will your weekend go? Good. Not anything bad and not anything super exciting. General reading for you for the rest of the year. Same old, same old. Alright? I'm literally seeing a fish. So a fish is about blessings coming. But as far as like you being a billionaire overnight or you coming up with something fantastic that's going to make you money or moving or anything exceptionally big, I don't see anything for the rest of the year, Tamara. Okay. Hey, Scorpio, can I have a general reading? Scorpio. I'm seeing the sun here for you. So the sun would be like the sun card in the tarot deck. It's the best card to have. So that's about happy, joy, having fun, being out in the sun, being childlike. All right. Scorpio. The system engineer, please, a general reading. The system engineer. I'm seeing a boat going down a river, so that's about calm times, moving on, moving away, moving forward. That would be like the Six of Swords, basically. Changing your mind on something, changing direction on something. Like, say you have in the back of your mind that you've always wanted to visit Paris, and you just knew that when you had the money, you was going to Paris. All right? And then you have the money and you're like, I think I'm going to go to Norway instead. It's something like that. Something big that you're going to change your mind on. Okay? Ruth Clanry. Ruth Clanry, a general reading. I'm seeing, so I'm seeing a pool floaty, but it's a horse. So that is about this summer. I do believe you're going to be doing something that you've never done before. All right? Even if that is riding horses. I do believe this summer you're going to be doing something that you haven't done before. Or have a chance to. All right? All right. ZZ. Who was singing in my kids' room when the house was asleep other evening? Is it the same person who turns off my star lamp every night? Should you be afraid? Not yet. They could just be a loving spirit. Maybe, like I said, I think it's either a land ghost or a house ghost, but it could be somebody who just loves kids. When it starts getting bad is if your child starts screaming in their sleep, all right, or they start crying when the entity is near them. Okay, I don't care what happens. If your child starts crying, no matter what, that's when it's time for them to go. All right, then you need to kick them out of your house. Look, when it comes to entities in your home, you have to remember it is your home. Take control. You literally have to tell them, if you do not behave yourself in my home, I will literally kick you out. And I mean it. I know how to do it. All right? Don't call their bluff on anything. If it's a loving spirit, it will never give you any problems. But if it's a bad spirit, you're going to know right away. And then you get them the hell out of their house. Okay? But remember, it's your house. You control the house. They don't control you, and they don't control your kids. But if your kid starts crying, then don't be like, oh, it's just their imagination. No, it's not. Kids can see ghosts. All right? Kids are not in the earth realm, and kids are not fully in the spirit realm, but they are somewhere in between until they go to school, and then they start getting brain programmed into how to think. So, all right? Cassandra, does my daughter see her daddy who passed? Yes, she does. Hey, YOLO, a general reading. How are you, YOLO? Your general reading... I'm seeing a crown here for you. So that could be about your crown chakra. You could be having to work on your crown chakra. You could be getting downloads. You could be filling your third eye open. Okay? A crown. You could be feeling good about something. Something could happen in the next week that makes you feel amazing. Alright? And good news coming in, YOLO. Irene, Wendy, is Vicky connected to the Venus flytrap? No, it's not Vicky. Hello, Maria. Will I have children with M in the future? Yes, you will, Maria. Yeah. The system engineer, thank you. That was unexpected but nice. You're welcome. Wendy, you skipped Rick. Where's Rick? Rick. Alright, as soon as I get Rick, I'll get him. As soon as I see his name. Maria, how will my summer go? Will I travel? Traveling small places, but not like on an airplane going to Paris. All right, Maria. Your summer's going to go fine. Ban Kenobi. Hang on. Let me go get your question and see what I can remember. Oh, your energy. Shit. Ban Kenobi. I don't remember what I said. Ban Kenobi. Honey, I don't remember what I said about your energy. Let me just reread your energy. I'm seeing a navy blue. To a yellow. Navy blue to a yellow. Ban Kenobi. Kieran, what's Robert truly think of me? He likes you. Cassandra, a general reading, please. You're friend zoned, basically. Kieran, you're friend zoned. Cassandra, general reading, please. Wendy. Yep. Alright, general reading for Cassandra. Cassandra, I'm seeing a dove here. Alright, a dove. A dove would be about news, peace, joy, religion. Maybe you're going to look into some type of religion, or maybe you're going to knowledge, good news. Maybe you're going to be researching something as far as religious goes. Right? Zizi, should I use my sage and ask it to leave? I mean, if you want it, if you want to, you can use sage. You can use sage. Zizi, yes. Cassandra, Wendy, you're extremely wise. I've been on this earth a long, long time. Mr. Trotter, thank you so much. We have been together for 2.5 years. I am his first ever boyfriend, and he is really opening up emotionally. He's still avoiding to spend the night. I will wait for October. Bless. You're welcome, Mr. Trotter. You're welcome, YOLO. ZZ, should I be wary of G? Is she a pretend friend? I'm hearing yes. Right? Aaron. Girl. Boy, whatever you are. Yeah, you're not funny. You can go fuck yourself. Alright. Your son gets uncomfortable and is a bit scared of it. Bianca, then get rid of it. When it starts messing with kids, you don't need to mess with it. If your kids are scared of something in your house, get rid of it. Period. Period. No questions asked. Palo Santo your house, sage your house, open up doors, windows, and closets, and get it the hell out of the house. We don't want scared kids. Alright? We don't want scared kids. ZZ, are my nightmares because of the visitors in my house? When will the nightmares go away? Probably when you get rid of that thing, then. Cassandra, Wendy, does Irvin love me or is using you? He's not using you, but he's not loving you the way you think that what love is. Cassandra, don't be putting the cart in front of the horse and take your time with Irvin. Irvin just wants to get to know you, date you, have fun with you. Alright? He's not using you. He's getting to know you. There's a difference. Alright? David, buy full head wig or topper only. I mean, just whatever looks good on you, David. Try both. I do believe you can try on stuff before you buy them, unless you're buying them from Temu or something. Alright. I'm getting a full head, though, honestly. Strawberry Skyline, when will be my last day at W? I'm getting in August sometime. Mr. Trotter, I'm off to bed. Good night. Love you. Sweet dreams. And I like cupcakes. Irene, when Tristan asked me, who's that guy on the deck? Is he dead? I said yes. He said, why is he here? And I said, he's protecting me and the cats. Okay. What's your question? You're spot on. Hello, Pammy. Will something romantically happen with me and R this summer? Yes. Mid-August. True unknown. What does Kay really think about you? Friend zoned. All right. I'm caught up and I'm going to get off here because supper is ready. I love you all. Thank you for letting me read your energy. And if you're late, I'm sorry. Pammy is, why is my manager was cold the last days? Pissed off that you were quitting. So, I love you. I'm going to get off here because supper's ready. They always make me supper and I don't want to stand them up. Thank you. All right, thank you. Reiki activate, yes, no. Treats tied to my heaven name. I'm getting no on that, Reiki. All right. Bianca, get rid of them. Bianca, get rid of them. All right. I love you guys. I will see you guys Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday. All right. Not tomorrow, Sunday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read your energy. Remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers so we can have a party. I'm giving away 10 free readings by phone from yours personal, yours truly, for an hour, up to an hour by phone for free. Or you can win a tarot deck or a oracle deck shipped to you for free. You can win them. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so please share the channel with your friends who like this sort of content. Let's get some more people in here. All right, so we can get to 10,000 subscribers. All right, we're trying to get to 10,000 so we can have a party, and then I promise you won't have to like, you won't have to subscribe, you won't have to share. You can just come on here and do your thing with me. All right, I just try to get to 10,000. All right, thank you, Reiki Activate. Personal readings will not happen until mid-August, though. Reiki Activate, make sure that you put mid-August when I'm home. I do personal readings, $10 for an hour. I can't do them now. I can't do them now because I'm not in my home. You have to wait until mid-August, and then you can book readings with me. I'm pretty sure everything is going to be open. Okay? Readings do get returned within 24 hours. 10 readings, okay? Oh, wait, Rick, let me get your question. Hang on, Rick. I'll get you. Hang on, Rick. I asked my question a while ago. Sorry, Rick, I'm just not used to you asking questions. So you're going to have to give me a break. Is there anything my fiance wants me to know? No, Rick. Not that she's not telling you. So... I mean, Rick, if you honestly want answers, then ask her. You know what I'm going to say because you've heard me say it. If you want answers from your fiance as far as why she's ho-humming about moving in with you, then ask her. Okay? Then ask her. Okay? Nope. So, just ask her. Okay? I love you, Rick. Your question is important. I'm just not used to you asking questions, Rick. Alright? So, give me a break. Alright. Love you guys. I will see you Sunday around 4 to 5. Alright? But I'm going to skedaddle off here. Love you guys. Bye for now. Take care and stay happy. And remember, the attitude of gratitude will get you far.